Hello guys and welcome back to Brits Bollywood. As I said, I was going to meet my favorite actor of all time. This is Mr. Amitabh Bachchan in the house. Welcome to my show.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you here. Now just before the show we obviously said there's the show was for youngsters and your words were precisely?
I'm out of here.
That's what he actually said. Okay, I'm out of there. But you're still here, and it's a pleasure having you here. I think I fulfilled my dad's probably the only dream. One was when I got my law degree, and second was when I'm here sitting with you.
You're a lawyer?
I did do law at university.
Oh.
But obviously I'm doing...
I have to be very careful what I say then.
No, I'm sure you would be fine. We're used to many things there. Now, as we see behind you, we've got the Bachchan Ball poster. How did this come into play?
Yeah, a company here in the United Kingdom had been following my blog, which I write.
I also follow you.
Okay.
And your Twitter.
Mm-hmm. And they felt that there was now technology available where I could put a voice to it. Sure. And I felt that that was an extension to what I was already doing, and it was very exciting. And here we are.
So tell us how, I mean, obviously, a young, angry man of the 70s, is he still angry today?
If I get an appropriate role to play, yes. It all depends on the role. It's not.
Absolutely.
It's not something that I, do in normal life. I don't go smashing people's faces and breaking doors and stuff like that. I'm a very calm, collected, cool guy. You got it?
I totally got it. But you know,
so I won't punch you or anything like that. But
I'm just going to move as well. But I can't tell you how many times we repeated the Hum film. We are four brothers, and how we play different characters of Hum all the time.
Okay.
And being the oldest, I used to always play you. And the shaking of the hair as well, growing up. So it was a great pleasure doing that. But now, obviously, you ventured into a different role. Now, your blog and your Twitter were obviously, massively. You've got massive following. They're very famous. So I think this additional gesture would obviously expand on your audience and your fans.
Hopefully, yes. I think it's, as I said, it's an extension of what I'm already doing. And we've had some marvelous results. When Bachchan Bol was launched in India. We have 2.6 million subscribers within a year. And hopefully we'll get similar numbers in the United Kingdom as well.
Absolutely. And so talking about your new film teaser, which I just said, which was actually like Bachchan Bol has just a voiceover. Fantastic response so far. Whose idea was that, to actually use that?
We all sat at a, a marketing team, and we had some very bright boys who, Binny and Ravi Padda, I don't know if you have heard of them.
No, I haven't.
They're two very, very intelligent young people. They heard the concept, they heard the music. The music actually is a form that has been experimented with, perhaps for the first time in India. It's called the a cappella, where every sound that you hear is from the person who's singing it.
Oh, wow.
So even the orchestra...
So it's different layers of it?
No, it's just collective.
Okay.
So I'll be singing, or whatever, speaking.
Yes.
But the orchestra behind is also in my voice.
Oh, wow.
So go all that sort of stuff.
So we're going to make you sing on our show as well then?
No, you have high hopes. So that was very interesting, and they seemed to like that. And, and that's how they designed the first promo.
Now, please tell us, when we were talking about your favorite directors in Bollywood right now, I mean, do you still think that, you still want to work with the likes of Yash Chopra, or do you want to work with the younger lot now? Because times have changed in ideology.
With a script and with a role which is, which I feel is, challenging for me, or I feel is interesting to do, I'd work.
So
there is no reservation.
It's the content, basically, is the winner here.
Content.
So,
but yes, I admire the younger generation of
Sure.
They're very dynamic, and I love the enthusiasm and the confidence that they exude every minute. And
are they nervous directing you?
No, not at all. It's wonderful to see them, wanting to compete with the rest of the world.
Sure.
Today they have the opportunity and the facility to get the best people from say America or Great Britain to help them in
with their
technology.
Yeah, sure.
Their own content, of course, is their own individual thing, but it's fantastic, and they do not. They're not afraid.
Yeah,
and I'm just in so much awe of the fact that they're just so cool about everything.
Absolutely.
And so confident that this is what we're going to do. and this is how we're going to do it. And everything is planned out. When someone comes from the younger generation to narrate a story to me, they actually tell me the design of the poster, and then they start moving backwards. And they say, this is the day we're going to release the film, and now we're going to move backwards, and then they tell you the story, and so on. So I think it's fantastic to have everything worked out so well in advance.
How do you think corporates have changed our film industry today? Because in old days, there used to be like, you know, just the sole producers who used to make films, and it used to be much simpler. Now with the latest technology, social media, how do you think corporate's inclusion has made a difference?
Well, you're talking to the right person, because in 1995, I started the AB Corp, ABCL, and that was the first person out of the block. It was a sunrise industry.
Of course.
I had been visiting America purely on personal grounds, and kept meeting people who wanted to see me, wanted to talk to me. And they were these big corporates from Warner's and Fox and Sony, and they kept saying that, you know, you must go back, and India is the new frontier, and I couldn't understand what they were trying to say. And then they said, you must corporatize, and because soon enough the Americans are going to land up there. I came back, started a corporation. I was very successful in the first year.
The rest first film, Tera Mera Sapna, did really well as well.
But thereafter, we made some wrong decisions, and the company went down, but not completely out. But what was significant was that a lot of the industry was very critical of what we were doing. They joked about us, and they laughed about us, and they say, you know, people in jackets and ties are now going to make movies. This is ridiculous, and so on and so forth. But I'm happy to say that we have at least almost 20 corporate companies now.
And you gave
all
birth
of them
to
listed. They're not all of them doing well, but the fact is that they want to follow a corporate technique as far as film production and making is concerned.
But AB Corp is back now.
AB Corp was...
I mean, it's never back, as in like not making films, but now...
We did go through a very, very bad period. But we've survived that, and we're gradually clawing our way back.
And now, there's 4 remakes. I mean, some of them done, and some of them being done with your films, being repeated. What's your personal thoughts on this?
Well, I think it's a producer's choice. And it's their call. In most of the cases, the producers have actually produced the film with me earlier on. So, like Karan Johar, for example.
Agnipath.
Agnipath was done by his production company, so he has the liberty to remake it. And
do you have any say on who acts in those films?
Not at all.
And do you think, like, for example, let's say, I mean, Abhishek, fantastic actor, that he would have been more fitted for any role that, or maybe his personal desire? I mean, this is just like...
No, I don't think so. I don't think that we have any say in the matter. This is entirely a creative decision taken by the company that's producing it. And they thought that this is how it should be done, and that's fine.
Another question I had, what did you think of the ending of Don, on a personal level, with Shah Rukh Khan when...
Yeah, I thought that the beauty of the film, Don, was the fact that here was this character who is known only to 2 people. Himself and the inspector. And when the inspector dies, he's now has a huge dilemma. Because no one now believes him. The people that were against him in his own gang are after him because of the betrayal that he is doing. The lady that was avenging the brother's death is now after him. And it's that, you know, perfect trap that that a screenplay had created. I didn't find that in this one, which was a little disappointing. But, you know, I mean, it's the film is done well, and they're making another sequel to it.
Now, please tell us, like, which are the films coming out this year?
One is, of course, Buddha Hoga Tera Baap, which is...
Is that in July?
1st of July.
1st of July, indeed.
And then after that is Arakshan by Prakash Shah.
Of course, with Saif Ali Khan and Deepika.
And Deepika, yes. That's on the 12th of August.
And those are the 2 films?
These are the ones that are ready. There are others which are on the anvil, but I haven't started work on them.
You haven't worked on them yet. Excellent. Well, I wish you all the luck with the films and Bachchan Bol.
Good
luck, and lovely having you on the show.
Thank you very much.
है चांदनी या तुम्हारी नजरों से मेरी रातें धुली हुई हैं, ये चांद है या तुम्हारा कंगन, सितारे हैं ये तुम्हारा आंचल, हवा का झोंका है या तुम्हारे बदन की खुशबू, ये पत्तियों की है सरसराहट कि तुमने चुपके से कुछ कहा है। ये सोचता हूं मैं कब से गुमसुम कि जबकि मुझको भी ये खबर है कि तुम नहीं हो, कहीं नहीं हो, मगर ये दिल है कि कह रहा है कि तुम यही हो।